Hello, boys and girls. It's Chucky. And I just stole Ghostface's intro. Pretty much. Anyhow, I'll get on with the friend introduction later. For the battle against Mustachio, I'm gonna give a couple updates right now. Now, as of the Christmas album, I guess we're not going through with it. Ghostface has been way too busy to be doing anything. So is everyone else, unfortunately. So I guess this year we're not doing it, but next year we will. Next thing, I am gonna silence those two. I gotta mind my language right now. But those two idiots. Yeah, those two idiots. Mustachio and Tails. Now, the little cyborg, I know he's being programmed to do what they want, so no beef against the cyborg, I don't care. Robot, whatever you want to call him, who looks like the Tin Man. But the battle will go on. Not sure if it's going to be done by January 9th, but we're hoping. Anyhow, the introduction video should come later today with me and my friend, who I am not speaking of as of yet, but soon I can promise. But today we're gonna focus on a new topic, but rather damn, I can't talk. Rather introducing a new person. Now he's new, he has never been seen on the Ghostface show or on Chucky's World, but he is new nonetheless. He might even be starting his new channel. But he is brother of Aiden Birmingham, if any of you remember him. The gangster wannabe, as I always called him. I always used to have a good friendship with that guy, but he took off and did his own thing. So, I'd like to introduce Harley. Harley, would you introduce yourself, please?
Wow, thank you, Chucky. Yes, I will. Hello, everyone. It's Harley Worthit, and you're watching Chucky's World 13. Now, whether you call it Chucky's World 13, don't matter, don't say a thing. Anyhow, my name's Harley, and I just wanted to tip my hat to you guys, say I'm brand new to YouTube. I'm not sure about what y'all folks are into, but I'm about to start my own channel. If you want to find me, I'll tell you where to go in just a little bit. Back to you, Chucky.
Yeah. Anyhow, this guy I just met not too long ago, fellow networker, but now a good friend, starting out to be. He's not afraid to tell you what he thinks, but he started out a good friendship with me. Now I decided to let him have his own episode here on my show. Now, people have already asked him some questions he's just going to go through and answer, but mainly, let's just sum this up in one video. Harley, be so kind to just let us know who you are. Just tell us a little about yourself and your upcoming future plans with YouTube, if I'm sure everybody would like to hear.
Alright, here we go. Well, how do I start out? I don't want to get too personal in my personal life. I don't want to talk about too much personal stuff. But hello, everyone. My name's Harley. Last name's Worthit. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds a bit suspicious, man. It almost sounds like I would never find a job because my name's Harley and it sounds like Harley Worthit. But I tell you and I assure you, I'm very worth it. They should have called me Barry. It would make more sense, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so as most of you know, man, I got a brother named Aiden. Now, me and Aiden are twins. He's a couple years younger than I am. I'm 22 years old, so that would make him 20. Now, Aiden and I are completely different people. We're completely on different planets, man. Sometimes I wonder if he's from the planet Mars or not. It would make more sense because the way he talks, the way he acts, man, he's off doing his own thing now. I'm kind of new to the Ghostface show. I don't know too much about it. Wouldn't fool too much with it. I met Chucky here through old Facebook, doing some networking, man. You know what? I tell you what, man, it's hard to find Wi-Fi out there in the countryside. You know what I'm saying, man? I tell you, man, it's so difficult for a country fella such as myself to find some Wi-Fi out there in the woods. I tell you what. But who needs Facebook anyway? I got a good old Ford pickup sitting out there in the driveway right now. I could take out there and start mudding. But ground's all frozen up right now because it's snowing out. We're having a snowstorm. So I can't go out there mudding, obviously. It would be a waste of time because the ground's all solid. But, as you know, my brother's Aiden. Now, I heard a lot of people like Aiden. They haven't heard too much about me. Aiden, as being an identical twin, sometimes I don't like to think that I'm related to him. I try to put on disguises sometimes to get by with it. But Aiden, man, he listens to that old boom boom music, man. That's what I like to call, man. Because every time you're out here in the country, you stay out here in the country somewhere, you know, not in the country, but out in the city somewhere, man. You stay out there in the city, you hear people driving by with their stereos blasting, man, with the stereo sitting in the back with that boom boom music, and it's annoying, man. I try to be sleeping here about 4 o'clock in the morning, and that's what I hear going by the house. It's annoying. Alright, man, I'm about to write up a complaint and talk about that, and we're about to take my shotgun out there and start popping shots in them cars, man. I tell you what. But Aiden and I are twin brothers. Now, obviously, we got different names. Aiden, he had the name Worthit, but, you know, Aiden Worthit, he didn't like that last name. He didn't want to be too familiarized with me. So he went out and got his name changed legally there at the courthouse. I wish he didn't do that. But then again, maybe I was the one who should have changed my name. Who wants Birmingham as a last name, man? But then again, who wants Worthit? I'm just going to just come out straight tell you that I'm a country feller. Obviously, I live out in the country. Now, I'm going to start out just talking about a couple things that I like. Let's start off with movies. Everybody likes movies. Whether that's horror, romance, whatever you're into nowadays. You know, some fellers are kind of funny with that stuff. Especially gay fellers. But let's see, Harley is into what kind of stuff do I like, man? I tell you what, I'm a big horror movie fan. You know why? Because when I'm with a girl, I'm chilling with a girl, and we're sitting there on the couch, all cuddled up, and there's something that pops out of the screen on the horror movie. She jumps up a little closer to me, gets me just gets right about the right position to get all cuddled up and snug up, man. She can't get close enough. She acts like that. That's what's good about horror movies. Now, if you watch horror movies, they're also like survival guides. Now, you watch like Zombieland, or you watch some of them zombie movies, man. They're good survival guides on how to survive the zombie apocalypse. Now, do I believe there's going to be a zombie apocalypse? Probably not. But if you watch those movies, pay good attention to them, you'll find out. In the end, you can survive. You just need a box of Twinkies and a shotgun. Now, that's my favorite genre of movies. Occasionally, I'm not a big romance type person. I don't really like romance movies that much. So every once in a while I watch a chick flick with a girl. But that depends, man. If I got a girlfriend, I'll watch it. But if not, man, forget it. Leave it out of the picture. I don't want no romance movies whatsoever. More likely, you're going to find me watching some old John Wayne movies. Or I'll probably be watching a good old comedy, man. I love the comedy movies. That's what I like right there. I love to laugh. So, you know, you put me up some good old comedy movies, man. I'd be set. I'd be set for life. Now, my favorite movie, I have to say, man, I'm not sure about this one. If I sit here and think about it forever, I'll never get by with that one. Man, I don't know what my favorite movie is. I'm not going to think about it because I'll be sitting here for another 24 hours trying to figure this out. I like all kinds of movies, alright? So let's just say I don't have a favorite. Now, let me talk about the music. Now, music, my favorite music of all is probably country, as you probably all figured. Now, I've listened to like Merle Haggard, Hank Williams Jr. Occasionally, every once in a while, I put in some good old Elvis Presley. But, you know, that's his more rock and roll stuff. Now, let me tell you, I like all kinds of music. Country just happens to be my top favorite. Now, boom boom music, I don't listen to that too much because, you know, some of the stuff it talks about is just stupid. There ain't no sense in the boom boom music. Alright, what do they call this? Rap music? Rap music? Well, I don't know what they call it. They don't make no sense. I don't know why they play that junk anyway. I don't even know who invented that type of music. It's retarded. But occasionally, there's a good song out there I'll listen to that has a little bit of rap in it, man. Like Dirt Road Anthem by Jason Aldean. That's a good song. And of course, Jason Aldean did a copy of it because, you know, Brantley Gilbert made that song, wrote it, and Jason Aldean pre-recorded it. My favorite drink, of course, you can tell, is Mountain Dew. But I like all kinds of country. Now, Trace Adkins, Jason Aldean's alright. Blake Shelton. Now, that Carrie Underwood, I tell you what, man, she's something else. I used to like Taylor Swift back in her old days, too, back when she was actually making country music, not this pop crap she's doing right now. I don't know what that girl's problem is. I don't care about your daggone breakups, man. Shut up with the daggone breakup songs. But I like the daggone Carrie Underwood songs, man. I tell you what, she got some really good songs. Her voice is out of this world. I'd make that woman my wife right there. Most beautiful girl ever. Beautiful, man, I tell you what. Christian woman too, man. That's a plus right there. Now, as I'm saying, other artists I probably listen to, man. I'll tell you what. Here's something ticks me off right here. Aiden likes that daggone Fat Joe feller, man. Who names themselves Fat Joe? There's a couple good songs, man. Aiden and I be cruising down the road together, man, and he play a couple songs of his. I'll tell you what. There's a couple good songs of Fat Joe, but man, I'll tell you what. Sometimes I be trying to figure out what the heck he's trying to say in those songs, man. It just don't make no sense. That's why rap music don't make no sense. All it is, a bunch of words put together and it's all rhyming. There ain't no melody to it. There ain't nothing to it. Man, it's all a bunch of ridiculous stuff. Man, daggone Duck Dynasty guys made better music than rap. They made the daggone, and they don't even know how to sing. They made the daggone Christmas album this year. It was pretty good. But I like all kinds of other music. Now, every once in a while, I listen to a little bit of pop music. That's probably, I mean, when I say pop music, man, I'm talking about like, who's pop nowadays? Hell, I don't know. I can't think of anything to get, you know, I can't think of anything to save my life, dang it. Now, I also like some of that jazz, man. Some of that jazz and blues. Some of that jazz and blues stuff, man. B.B. King had some good stuff. Kenny G with the jazz, man, he's good, man. He does some good covers of songs. I'd like to see him cover Papa Mau Mau there on the daggone jazz. Now, I also like rock. Some of that good old classic rock, some of that indie rock. Now, I also like modern day rock, more like, you know, Nickelback, Incubus, with some other Puddle of Mud's okay, some of their stuff there. I ain't into that big old metal stuff, that metal jazz. I ain't into none of that. I like that good old modern day rock, man. Some of that good stuff there. Okay, sometimes I sit there and listen to Linkin Park. Their older stuff, of course. I don't really like their new stuff. And I listen to Linkin Park. Sometimes I'll be listening to good old AC/DC. Now, some of their stuff's retarded. Some of the AC/DC stuff retarded, but I like a lot of their stuff. Some Led Zeppelin. Man, even some Metallica from time to time, depending on my mood. Now, I also like, what is that? Electro pop? What is it called, man? Sometimes I listen to it. Who's that woman there now? That woman, I know, man. I know who the woman is. Kesha. Alright, everybody knows who Kesha is. Kesha with the $sign through her name. Well, let me get on Kesha right here. I wish, literally. Now, Kesha, hopefully I'm saying her name right. Kesha, right. Alright, Kesha. Now, I used to listen to Kesha back in the day. Aiden started me on that chick right there. Now, lately there's been some kind of talk about her surrounding the internet all over the place, man. I don't know what the ordeal is. My question is she a believer in the Lord, or is she on her own stuff, man? Sometimes that's what some of the most important things right there. If you're gonna be a girl and get with Harley, then you gotta be a believer. You gotta have your basic Christian beliefs right there. Okay, basic Christian morals. Now, let me tell you. Let's say I'm gonna step out of my comfort zone for a minute and talk about Kesha. Kesha is dadgone, I ain't gonna talk about Kesha on this video. I'll talk about her on another video. It's gonna go forever if I keep talking about this stuff, babbling on about all kinds of junk. Let's go on next topic. Alright. My future plans. Let's go on to talk about that. My future plans is to get me a YouTube channel started. Now, my YouTube channel is going to be the Harley Worthit TV, is probably what it's going to be called. And I'm going to be doing all kinds of advice videos, giving out advice, having people ask me questions, and I'll go ahead and answer them for them. Advice videos, doing all kinds of stuff, man. Filming, man. Maybe do donuts with the daggone truck one of these days. Go mudding and film that. But we'll talk about all kinds of that stuff. Man, I'm kind of spacing out here for a minute, man. It's like, what? That's 5:24 in the daggone morning. Why are we filming this video, man? I tell you. But Alright. Basically, what I'm going to try to do is do something like the Hodge twins, man. Hodge twins, they got a filthy mouth, so I don't like it, but they're Southern, so I know about them. They're from West Virginia. I'm familiar with that place because my family's from Pikeville, Kentucky. So all kinds of those names, all those big names come through there, you hear them and so forth. Now, I'm hoping to get this new channel started and get working on making some good old videos every once in a while. Now, I'm hoping everybody will come subscribe to it, man. And here's another thing. I'm just going to go ahead and move on to the next topic because that's what my future plans are so far. Now, next topic is, what are my thoughts on morals and so forth and traditions? You know what? I'm your basic Christian. If it's wrong, it's wrong. But I'll tell you what, man, I'm a human being, so I'm bound to make mistakes no matter what. I'm bound to make mistakes. I'm bound to mess up. Bound to do things I shouldn't do. But it's part of the process, man. Now, I do believe there is a God. I do believe there is His Son, Jesus, who came to die for the sins of all man. I believe that. Whatever the Lord saith shall come. So, basic beliefs, man. I'm a Southern man, so you know, man, I'll be all about that. Now, I'm not, man, that's good Mountain Dew, but I don't like diet that much. Anyhow, I'm getting a little sidetracked here. I am a single man so far. I don't have a woman on me right now. Now, I was talking to 3 different girls. Not dating 3 different girls, just talking to them. Now, I don't have a single girl. I don't have a girl right now. I'm just a single man. And I'm looking for me a woman. I just haven't had too much luck yet, man. All of them crazy and up the wall, if you know what I'm saying. But so far, I'm making good progress. If you're a single lady out there looking for a nice man like me, I'll tell you what, get a hold of me, man. Come get a hold of me, holler at your boy, as Aiden would say. Now, I just hope that y'all will stay tuned. Come back. Chucky should put a link up here on the video somewhere. I don't know how it does that, but I'm gonna get to working on the YouTube, man. Start putting me some videos up. Hopefully he'll put a link up there to lead you to my new channel. Hopefully y'all subscribe. I will subscribe all back. Basically, channel's all gonna be advice and all kinds of random stuff, but it's all Harley Worthit stuff, and it will be worth it. It ain't hardly worth it, it's worth it. So hopefully y'all will stick around. Now I'm going to turn it back over to Chucky. I ain't let him finish up his own doing, whatever he's saying, man. I'm tired, man. What are you talking? Stop looking at me that way. I'm tired. How do you expect a man to talk while he's tired? I'll see y'all soon. Or later somehow. See you, folks. Oh, and by the way, go to bed, man. You shouldn't be up watching this daggone video. You should be sleeping right now, man. It's 5:38 in the morning. It's ridiculous. Nobody does videos this time in the morning, man. Anyhow, I'm leaving. It's hardly worth it. See you later, folks.
Thank you, Harley Worthit. It's awesome that we had your time. And I'm sure they just learned a whole lot about you. Anyhow, I just wanted to take this time to say that I appreciate your views, you watching my channel, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a Merry Christmas. I hope you get what you want but make sure you remember the true meaning. Yes, you're hearing this come from the Chuck. But we're gonna close this video out on Merry Christmas to all, and good night, son of a... Later.